We are set for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in the heart of Texas at sold-out NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Right here.
319.
You want Mike 50.
Oh. In the face.
Check. Fresno.
Middle.
Kill.
Half 85.
Kill, turn up.
I got it.
On first down, Allen. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Out.
Regular.
Hey, switch gears.
5 wide.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 39. Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard, and this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We got to seal.
On 1st down, Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Check 31.
Watson now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 9, alert! Hey, 5-7.
You gotta get with that.
Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Allen finds his tight end, Kroon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Hey, let's calm down. Let's go. Calm the crowd.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch.
22 jet bomber.
And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Man up, D. Hatchet. Motion.
Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
58. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 31.
58. It's Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd and a yard, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
51.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies... 5 wide. Monday.
Check 4.
Half 10.
Bang. Check 3.
56.
Twist.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, orbit.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Alert 3.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, wahoo!
They do go for it. Here's Allen, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Let's go now. 9 to Mike. Hey, Lobo. Hey. Slip hard. Slam.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Check 24.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Set. Mike 58 right there. Let's go, D. Kill.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ed Oliver gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You got nothing. Check.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Bump. Motion.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to her.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry for Smith. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Texans' 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. Ship. Alert. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Under 10.
Allen now looks to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike 51. I got one. Ship. Alert. Here we go.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Sponge. No. Big edge.
To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ito Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.